Don't worry, Doctor. Everything is as it should be. The stage is set. Worlds will live. Worlds will die. And the universe will never be the same. Hey, it's me, Robbie, from that video you just clicked on. And today I'm going to be doing a theory video. This is not anything accurate. This is a theory of mine about what could come to be in the CW shows and of the DC Arrowverse and its Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover that will consist of the Flash, the Arrow, Supergirl, and the Legends. I think Batwoman will probably be on it, but I don't know for sure. But I know those four will be. But anyway, there are spoilers in this video, so if you don't want spoilers, I'm giving 5 seconds before I start speaking for you to exit out. But anyway, if you don't like this video or don't like spoilers, exit now. That's just a warning. Okay, so my theory connects with a moment from many different places in the Arrowverse, actually. But before I get to those points, I'm going to explain something I just saw in a premiere episode of Arrow, of the season premiere of Season 8 that I just watched last night. So, at the end of the episode, Oliver was on this different Earth trying to get something for the Monitor. These dwarf star particles, which I'm guessing is going to have some sort of major use for. I don't know. They didn't tell us. But anyway, at the end of the episode, there was his family. Everybody on this world was alive, and that had died. Like Moira Queen. There was Tommy Merlin. Malcolm Merlin was still alive. There was a Laurel Lance, which Laurel Lance is alive today on Arrow, but it's technically not Laurel, but it's Earth 2 Laurel, but I don't know, But anyway, in the show, at the end of the episode, Laurel from that world, right as they were to go, right as John Diggle and Oliver Queen were going back to their world, Laurel showed up in the police precinct after they defeated the Dark Archer, which in this world was actually Tommy Merlin and not Malcolm Merlin. And once they defeated him and they got him arrested, Dinah and Renee were also working with him, and they were in there, and everybody was in that police precinct. And Laurel showed up in there from that world and said, "Oh good, you guys aren't gone yet. I need your help. The city's under attack." And then Oliver was like, "By what?" And then 2 seconds later, a swarm of antimatter just sort of engulfed from the walls, eating at the world. Just physically erasing everything. And it just was closing in on them. And the world was being eradicated. And John Diggle, Oliver Queen, and that world's Laurel Lance jumped through a breach. They had to watch Moira Queen, Tommy Merlin, Dinah, Renee, and all these others get evaporated, including a couple side characters who were just police officer precinct, one-day characters. And then they got through a portal. But my theory is that's what the crisis is going to be. It's going to be antimatter eating at worlds. And on The Flash, the episode that aired an hour before it, Barry was trying to go to the future to see the crisis for himself for ulterior reasons, which I'm not going to get into. But anyway, he went there, but he was thrusted back to the present day as he was running because he was bounced back in time through all that wall of antimatter. And they said if it wasn't for his speed regenerating powers when he got hit in the leg, he would have evaporated from existence. but he managed to, and he survived. But what happened was, it's all connected. And in season 2 of The Flash, I don't know if it was antimatter or not, but Hunter Zolomon, which was Zoom, was just trying to destroy a multiverse with a red laser into the sky, which was actually the same red as the antimatter, which is what inspired the theory. Just honestly, it was just a color, you know. But it was shooting a beam. His plan was, he said that the exact words he said, and once they figured out his plan to destroy the multiverse in season 2, was his words were, "Not, I don't want to destroy all of it. My plan is a little more complicated. I don't want to destroy every Earth. Just, I want to leave one behind. Your Earth, Earth 1, is the access point. It's the center of the multiverse and the access point to every other Earth in existence." But anyway, that theory made me think, a villain has to be behind this in the crisis. Could they have been originating it from Earth 1, like Zoom was trying to do but failed? Maybe this is a replication, only this time it's succeeding. My theory is that if you watch the Elseworlds crossover from last season, at the end, whenever they defeated Deacon and put him in the cell at, I can't remember the name of the mental asylum right now, but anyway. So this other guy in a gold mask said to him, his exact words were, "Don't worry, Doctor. Everything is as it should be. The stage is set. Worlds will live. Worlds will die. And the universe will never be the same." That line implies worlds will live. And it makes sense, because this villain who's behind all of it is going to want some place to be able to hold up themselves. What if Earth 1 is destined to survive? This guy could have been preparing Earth 1 like a bomb shelter, sheltering him from the eradication of the multiverse. He could have been, his plan could be to hold up in Earth 1. Yet, but the only thing is, Barry saw the future, and it evaporated Earth 1 too. So they're going to have to do something big. But anyway, my theory is that maybe he intended it to, and it didn't work. And maybe it was worse than what his sort of blueprints or whatever intended. But that's just my theory. That's not accurate. But if you really think about the logic, and if you're a big fan of the Arrowverse shows like I am, I think most of you would probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't, and you're not like me, and you have a life, and you get to go out and do things because you don't like being in front of a TV all day, well then, boo to you. Bye. This thing off. If you like my video, like, subscribe, and click the thing below if you think notifications and stuff. I don't know.
The notification bell.